Train longer than the longest possible train station. Now that's an achievement. Wow. This thing is absolutely gigantic. I mean, like, look at this. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 in the free mode with me, Spacefish. And welcome back to the Brick Factory, where if you all remember, in the last episode, we finally got a line going from here to there to actually get some clay out to start producing some bricks for Space City. Now that said, the thing is, we also still need to get those bricks over to Space City, and we've got quite the demand out here, 130, so pretty big, and given that the city's probably going to grow a bit, that demand is set to keep growing by quite a lot, I think. And now what I was kind of trying to determine in the last episode was if I actually wanted to do like delivery by train or delivery by truck. And I think like in general, delivery by truck is probably the more favorable version for us, just given that it's so close. Like, I don't know. Like, I've already heard from a few of you guys, you know, like, holy moly, that truck spam in some places that you got going, like down here, that train of trucks. Absolutely mad. But the thing is, honestly, this is so close. I just don't see any reason to get a train going right here. And, you know, after all, also kind of hope that it's going to be better for emissions to just have, like, a few small trucks going instead of, like, one big train. Not quite sure that it's actually going to work out that way. Maybe it's worse for emissions, but honestly, I just don't see the reason out here. Like, the thing is, I'm kind of concerned about, like, overdoing it in the way of, like, making a huge truck spam or something, you know, but I think that's just the way to go, and I hope that as we proceed in time, you know, trucks are going to be able to transport more, and they're just going to kind of be able to keep up with the demand without having to go for too much of a spam. So we did already set this up in the last episode. I'm not quite sure we already got the line going for this. It does not look like it. It does look as though I already have a delivery spot though. So we'll just make a quick new line, and we will call it brick. Should we call it brick delivery? Let's call it brick delivery Space City. And then maybe, you know, maybe we can actually get some train line going for some other city, because I'm pretty sure there was like other cities somewhere close. Yeah, haven't out here, for example, that need bricks. I mean, not like that's really close, but you know, got a few out there. Got Berkhamsted out there as well, so we can maybe get some sort of that stuff going, and you know, get some mountainous train tracks out there or something, because if you all remember, that was actually kind of my dream, and I was kind of like afraid that the map was too flat for that. But if you look out here, this is actually kind of mountainous, and I'm hoping for like some beautiful long bridges, and you know, not going to use tunnels or anything, even though it would probably be the more efficient way of getting stuff out there. But I would like to actually have like a train track, you know, going all the way up here along the ridge of the mountain, and you go back down over there, like just some scenic route, just something for good looks, right? It doesn't have to be perfectly efficient and everything, just something that's nice to look at, that's going to hopefully be a beautiful design. That said, this thing is now up, so let's actually buy some vehicles for it. We're going to go for the tarpaulin trucks again. I'm going to start out with like 6. I'm not thinking that's going to be enough. Let's see what kind of frequency we are going to be able to hit with this. First things first, going to get them all out of here, and we have absolutely got nothing in production at the moment, but the train is coming out right there with a whole 19 clay, which is really not that much. So I think that still may be our first brick delivery, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that is going to get sped up a bit more in the future. We can only produce 100 bricks at the moment, so we definitely need to work on leveling the production a good bunch right here. But here we go. First bricks being made, and hopefully then also being picked up right there. Perfect. Alright, so how are we looking now for a bandwidth out here? No, not bandwidth, frequency. Now I'm mixing up good company and transport fever. Wow, okay. So we're at a rate at 123. That's actually kind of nice. We need 130, so let's up it like... Oh, I'm getting abducted again. No, I don't want to go. Please. Free me. camera's abducting me again, guys. Help? There we go. Alright, let's go back. Let's try and not have that happen again. I'm gonna get one more truck, just to make sure that we're actually perfectly meeting the demands. And as you can see right there, we were already 131, so it's already going up slightly. And I mean, given that we are really starting to deliver a lot of stuff right now, I suspect, like, look at that growth. Yeah, so that's going to go up more and more. So definitely going to be a good idea to already overfulfill that kind of stuff a bit. That said, I mean, that kind of will also mean that we will need to actually get enough clay out there in the first place. How are we doing on that side of things? We're at a rate of 226, and we're producing at 400. Why did I not max it out? I mean, I only need 100 for the time being, I suppose, but then again, I'm still going to earn more money if I'm going to be at more of a frequency, so there's really no reason to not have it be a higher frequency, thinking about it. So, like, maybe I'm going to add, like, a few more gondolas, make it, like, 200 capacity on the train instead. Let's do it. Plonk. Alright. So, is that actually still going to work for, like, elevation and stuff? I never checked. Oh boy. I hope this does not count as a high elevation, because if it does, that train's not going to get up that slope. I mean, it looks like it's still getting up there, so fingers crossed. Whoopsie, okay. So that should get us to a bandwidth of 400, right? Where we are, 435, okay. So maybe we can even get rid of, like, one of those things again. Just to, you know, get that little bit of extra speed out there. Still not enough power for high, but that gets us to 417. Alright, so that's still enough. Oh, this is real slow. Okay, I was looking to go for the cheaper locomotive in the last episode, but given this uphill speed right now, let's go for the stronger one, which is going to make the high elevation as well, so we're not going to have to worry about that, and, you know, that should speed things up a bit, because I'm not a fan of what just happened right there. Okay, so that's gonna definitely get us to max shipment from that quarry, and hopefully also gonna max out the deliveries to that brick factory for lifetime. So yeah, that should hopefully help us level that thing a bit, because right now we're only at a production of 100. We need 130. I think we kind of have the same situation over here, don't we? Okay, we already leveled it once, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, what frequency am I at with this train? Speaking of it, wait. Okay, so I do only need one stack of planks for this. What's that? Planks tools, spacecity, 176 of array. So we're not able to fulfill the 200 right now. How much are we making out here? We're making 310. Okay, gotta up that train. Because, like, holy moly, that's definitely not enough. So, edit. How are we doing for, like, slope and everything? Not too great. Okay. Looks like we'll have to upgrade out here, too. So, we'll go for the A35 then. And gonna go for, like, another 2-3 flat cars, maybe. That's hopefully gonna help out a bit. Where are we at now? I like, started out with the cheaper trains to, like, save some money, and now it's... well, now they're all gone again. Not got a single one of them anymore, but what do I say? I need that frequency in my life. Planks, tools, perfect. Spot on 200, alright, nice. Question being, can I actually achieve more out here, or is that kind of the max? Wait. Did I just say 200? Because I can make up to 400 out there. And I'm getting there, which is kind of mad, given that I'm only... How's that even possible? How am I making that much when this thing should only be delivering 400? Like, I would need 800 flowing in. I think this is only a temporary spike because there's so many ships coming in at the moment or something. We're going to need to deliver more wood out there. Interesting. So, I'm going to up this train by a whole... lots of capacity anyways already, because we are going to push it further. So given that we are at, I think this thing needs to be literally like 400 capacity. That's literally what it needs to be. Holy moly! Train longer than the longest possible train station. Now that's an achievement. Wow. This thing is absolutely gigantic. I mean, like, look at this. Absolute madness. I think we're going to need stronger trains soon if I have to do this kind of stuff. God. But yeah, so the idea is that now we hopefully hit, yep, perfectly 400, so that's nice. But we will need to actually deliver more wood now. And given that we've got a few wood plants, well, not wood plants, wood plantations, forests, whatever out here, maybe I should get more wood in from there? I think that makes sense, doesn't it? The thing is that, like, that angle off that train station is kind of... Ooh. It's actually a bit of an issue. Well, there's no way I can connect that up, is there? That's actually a bit of an issue. I never took that into account for planning, that I actually need to get something in from right here. I mean, maybe I can get rid of that road, make the train station a lot wider. And then kind of get a curve in right there. Oh, new plane. Speaking of which, we actually need to get some planes going sometime as well. Let's try that, I think. Do we even need that road? I mean, it's not like any main road or anything, right? So unless we want to have anything, I think that's actually kind of fine. Alright, let's try something like this. So, idea being here, I'm just going to attach like a bunch of, well, I mean, maybe I can at least make it like, no, honestly, I mean, I don't need more tracks. So I'm literally just going to, can I actually widen it by just expanding out with cargo buildings? Like, say if I just, no, okay, I can't. Alright, so I'm just going to put like a bunch of platforms out here, which looks pretty stupid, but it's going to serve the purpose, I suppose. And now I extended it too far, apparently, so let's get rid of one of these. And we're just going to get, like, electrified tracks out here. Just like that. Okay, can't quite make it that long. Actually, should I make them right here instead? Because, like, that way I can have a train track coming behind the harbour. I think that makes more sense. So let's redo that real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Train track... need to be right around there, I think. Is that a bit close, actually? Maybe I'll just make it there. I mean, it looks super weird and everything, but it's just serving a purpose right now, so I'm really not too bothered with it. It's not like any beauty project out here or anything, so I think it's pretty fine. And then we can somewhat make it longer this way so that we can actually get some nice and long trains in there. Then I'll just extend this cargo platform out, because that's going to be the one that the train is going to be coming into. And yeah, I mean, that should work. Fingers crossed. Pretty confident we will be good on that side. That said, I'll actually connect this forest out here, because that's pretty straight line, while this would be a huge curvature, and that just makes me a bit more hopeful for like the train speeds of future high-speed trains that we'll probably eventually be getting. So, cargo terminus then. Gonna put that thing... Nah, I'm gonna need a tunnel, why not? I mean, it's fine. I'd rather have a tunnel than a big, huge curve out here, because I am kind of caring about, like, speed and future-proofing this, so... Let's just go for a tunnel. Actually, that doesn't look like a tunnel at all. Wait, why don't I... Yeah. Oh no, I do need one right there. Okay. I mean, that's fine. So, we are going to try and keep this as straight as possible. So, kind of gonna get a slight curve in there early, and then, you know, gonna really slightly barely curve this, and then we are right here, and there's too much slope, apparently. Collision. Ah. Okay, so it does look like we will need a bit of a stronger curve out here then. So this bridge I'm going to make from steel already, just to keep it a bit quicker, you know, not slow any trains down. And... whoa! Yeah, then we'll just have this little curve going at the very end here that will unfortunately slow the train down. That's just kind of... because the harbour is slightly in the way, so... gonna have to live with that little factor right there, I suppose. Then I will, as always, need a new train depot. So let's get that going, like... right out here, maybe? I'm kind of concerned, like, that thing seems to be pretty off the actual build height that we need, but this will be working. Alright, cool. So, with that now set up, we should definitely be able to supply enough wood consistently to this sawmill out there. So, let's call it wood sawmill Spacecity, which it's not really that close to Spacecity, but that just kind of gives me an indication of what it is. We'll get a vehicle. I mean, it's kind of flat, so I would like to try this thing for a start, but then again, like, I mean, the swap will cost me, I don't know. The thing is, I would like to keep maintenance costs down if we can, but can we really? Let's try. So, we will have the flat car with side stakes. We'll get a good bunch of capacity out there. I'm gonna get it to a point where it's still good, I suppose. So there we go. It's 112 capacity. I don't know. I think that's enough for a frequency of 200. But let's start with that and let's kind of adjust the train accordingly, I suppose. So, wood sawmill Spacecity. That's the one that we want. And, well, it's actually a very interesting train depot right there. But here comes our train. Very nice, very beautiful, as always. And let's check out the frequency that we're hitting with this. So, wood, no, yes? Is that it? No, that can't, wait, what? 28. Does this thing have the wrong, I think I actually, oh god, I made a whoopsie right there. Ah, I used the wrong flat cars. That's a bit of a mistake right there. Let's... that went to mediocre way quicker though. I thought those were better for power to weight. Well, those are actually equal. That's kind of weird. Okay. Let's kind of change that for a second here. Not really that much wood out there yet, of course. Oh. Oh. Now that's an issue. Okay. Let's just get rid of 2 of these wagons for a second. 2, please. So that that train can turn around. Will it turn around? No path. What do you mean no path? There's a path right there. Bright orange and very obvious. How do I just break it? Is it just like... because it stopped to... what? I think it is because like the train wagons were still sort of on this rail and there was like no way of turning the train around properly. Yeah, okay, there we go. So that's fixed. Now let's actually get some more of those flat cars on there. So I'm going to get it to like 128 for the time being, I suppose. Or maybe to a point where it can still... let's do something like this for the time being. Alright, so where are we going to end up with this? Wood sawmill 255. Okay, so not enough. We're at 136 capacity, so I think if we get like 200-ish capacity, we should be about fine. Let's go for 192 for the time being. How are we doing out there then? 359. Okay, wow. So actually a bit more than 200 there. Still, oh wow, high, not enough power. I don't know, the thing is that like this train is just like always a little bit short on power and torque and everything. At the same time, it's so good though for like the actual maintenance bill. 404, so we are now perfectly stacked. And there is no high elevations out here, is there? Oh, that looks like a good bunch of elevation though. See, that's the thing. This is a pretty decent elevation. That train's not going to get back up most certainly. Okay. Well, I don't know. Like, this locomotive just doesn't seem to quite work for me and, like, the applications in the map. So let's just go for the A35 again, you know. Just gonna boost it, and there we go. High 34 kilometers an hour at the very least. And now that's also running. So that's awesome. That should mean... Whoa. That we get a little bit of lag. Just getting ourselves over here. And hopefully should also mean that we will now get enough planks flowing into right here to, well, boost this more and more and more, because we should be maxing out plank production right now, and we should be maxing out plank transportation. Look at that train! It's literally twice the size of the train station, and I'm pretty sure I picked the largest train station possible out there. I mean, I can always configure it, obviously, so, you know. Not like there's no way of actually expanding that more, but holy moly, and it's blocking the trucks. Wait, that's actually an issue though. That's actually an issue though. Wait a second. I actually should probably fix that. Holy moly. Okay. Let's just get rid of this here for a second. I'll rebuild that up and around here instead. Well, up and around. And then we'll make that flipping train station longer, because holy moly, that's an issue. Alright, so we will need platforms just all the way out here, and we'll actually need quite a few. I'm not even sure that's going to be long enough. Oh, I can actually not make this thing any longer. Wow. Okay, maybe we should just shift that road a bit further back then. Just to ensure that we won't have that issue anymore, because, well, that's an issue. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, is this even far enough back? Let's just honestly just make it out here, just to ensure that we're gonna be good on that. That was a weird one. Train just disappeared. But yeah, so just to make sure that we're actually gonna be good on that side of things, and we're gonna kind of pause the time for a second just to make sure nothing breaks, hopefully, fingers crossed. Get rid of that crossing out here. Get rid of those streets and... Whoa! Whatever that is, I don't want it. Got this. Alright, so that should hopefully make things work a bit better and stop blocking trucks. Fingers crossed. Well, apart from over here. But, well... I don't know. I mean, maybe we can make like some underpass sometime. Or maybe make sense. Given the length of that train. Holy moly. Okay. So, that should hopefully be that. How are we doing for bricks now? 94 production. Okay, we're very, very close to the level up. Or we're actually already going for it. So that's really nice. Because we will need more of that stuff in Space City. And look at this. Target population plus 100%. I absolutely love it. Growth is kicking in like mad out here. We've got our first like small-ish skyscrapers. Really, really great stuff. Really, really getting Space City somewhere as well now. And other than that, got Badal out here. Looks to be growing by a good bunch too. We've obviously not got the goods out here, so it's not going to be growing as crazy as some other cities, but it's gonna get there. I'm not quite sure about like actual public transport connections right now, to be honest, because I could be connecting Vidal up to Space City. Could also be connecting it up to Evesham. Maybe I'm just gonna get like a huge train network going out here, because obviously I've got a train that's gonna go like Vidal, Evesham, and Darlydale, and same thing for Colburn, right? But maybe I can then also get like a train from Darlydale to Space City and back, and I don't know, like a train from Badal to Space City, train from Evesham to Space City. Just get some public transport going that way. That will maybe make some sense. But look at this huge train network out here. Like, that's absolutely mad. Oh! And here is the first electric train. Very, very interesting. Also got some new passenger transport wagon and a new bus, apparently. So very, very interesting right there. Let's actually have a quick look at that. So... how are we looking out here? No, wait, that's... I mean, maybe we can actually also look at the bus real quick. So this thing actually fits 9 people. 35 kilometers an hour top speed. I think this one is the one we're currently using. I don't know. Not really too impressed, not gonna lie, so probably not gonna do that for the time being then. Other topic, though, is trains. So let's look at those. We have got the Crocodile. quite fancy. And I am only 75 kilometers an hour top speed. Does look like a lot of power though, doesn't it? Yeah, wow. Okay, so you get a lot of power, you get a lot of tractive effort, you don't get a lot of top speed, and you get a huge maintenance budget. Wow. Yeah, so especially for heavy freight trains on winding lines such as Gotthard Railway, maybe that's something, just given the power, maybe that's just something that makes sense for this little mountainous kind of brick delivery thing that I was planning for the future. Maybe we will use it out there, but overall I don't really see too many use cases for it, I'll have to say. Like most of these things I think are done pretty nicely by the A35 already, and even though like tractive effort is a nice thing, I'm not really looking to pay like nearly 50% more for the maintenance budget, so that's pretty mad. That said, still pretty cool that we have an option for our first electric train, and also pretty cool that we've got all these things going now. So I think it's time to get some passenger transport going to Space City very soon as well. Maybe even get some public transport going here first. We don't even have that up yet, and well, then we will see where the future will take us. But for the time being, guys, this has been it for this episode, so I do hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. It does really always help out the channel. And if you're new around here and did enjoy this episode and would like to stay around for more of my content, also definitely make sure to subscribe right down below and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on any future upcoming episodes. That said, as always, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you'll have a great day. See you in the next one. Ciao.